We'll start the hearing now. I have to read some prepared material here, so please be with me.
I have no level, no line.
Hello, my name is Hillary Ring, and I will be the hearing officer tonight. Welcome to the Queens Borough Hall. This afternoon and this evening, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority will be holding a public hearing to receive comments from the public regarding a proposed permanent closure of the subway station entrance on the south side of Queens Boulevard at the Briarwood Van Wyck Boulevard subway station on the E and F line. This entrance is proposed to be closed to accommodate a widening of the Van Wyck Expressway, a project being undertaken by the New York State Department of Transportation. A diagram depicting the proposed change is at the entrance to this room and online at www.mta.info. The time is now 6:02. This public hearing is being held at Queens Borough Hall, 120-55 Queens Boulevard, Kew Gardens, New York. It has been advertised in the New York Post, El Diario, Korean Times, Daily Challenge, Queens Chronicle, Queens Tribune, Queens Times Legend, and the Russian Courier. Posters advertising this hearing were also posted in the affected station, and information was on the MTA website at www.mta.info. Registration for this hearing is open to the public from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. If you would like to speak, please make sure you register at the table at the entrance to this room. When you register, you'll be given a yellow card. All speakers will be called in the order in which they registered. When your name is called, please hold up your yellow card and you will then be free to come to the podium to speak. Please confine your remarks to the topic at hand, the closing of the station entrance, and please try and finish them in 3 minutes. If you have more to say, you may write it on the cards available at the registration table, and your comments will be entered into the record. This room is accessible for people with mobility impairments. Also, sign language interpreters are available and will interpret the remarks if needed. As I said, registration is open until 9 p.m. and we will remain here until all registered speakers have been heard. The proceedings tonight are being recorded and will be available on the MTA website in several days. Copies of the testimony received tonight, along with any other comments received, will be delivered to the MTA board and will be used which will use it to make its decision on the closure of the entrance. It is anticipated that the board will act most likely in May. Thank you for attending this hearing tonight and for giving us your comments. I'd like to introduce the people sharing the table with me. On my left is Peter Caffiero, and on my right is Lois Tendler, both from MTA New York City Transit. Tonight's first speaker will be Seymour Schwartz.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I see from the strong police presence that my reputation precedes me. Forgive me if I don't confine my remarks to that one point you mentioned, because the effort has a very profound effect upon the Briarwood community, as you well know. Now, we very much endorse and understand the importance of the project. Our purpose, of course, is simply to assure the least amount of inconvenience and harm to our community and its residents. We do want to express our thanks and appreciation to the New York State Department of Transportation for having given us every opportunity to be informed and to share our views in behalf of the Briarwood community during the long course of planning for this massive project. And we do welcome today's opportunity to be heard once again because, as we all well know, the devil is in the details. 1, the plan to close both the north and south subway entrances for a considerable period and to substitute what may be either a temporary or permanent entrance on the Van Wyck service road at an unknown distance from Queens Boulevard would present a major opportunity for roguery. This entrance will face the isolated cemetery at a point where few pedestrians or vehicles are in view, especially during off hours and evenings, and the area is currently insufficiently illuminated for its new task. It therefore requires that every effort be made to locate this new entrance as close to active Queens Boulevard as engineering conditions will permit, and we submit that additional street lighting is sorely required around the service road and nearby Queens Boulevard and should be provided for individual safety. The plan is to leave open only this one temporary subway entrance for a very extended period to service the needs of all riders. In addition to what had been the normal pedestrian foot traffic of recent years going to and from what had been two entrances, this entrance will be expected to serve the recent addition of riders displaced from the Union Turnpike station and now utilizing the Briarwood station. Add to this the thousands of students attending nearby Archbishop Malloy High School, all having to cross Queens Boulevard twice each day, and we remind you, there is no more deadly crossing for pedestrians. Therefore, A, we are aware that the new entrance stairways on the north side of the boulevard are to be widened, but we want to be assured that the new stairways will be widened sufficiently to assure foot traffic safety at peak hours. B, there is considerable good reason to request that the timing of traffic control signals be extended to the maximum to assure pedestrian crossing safety at the boulevard crossing points of Main Street and 84th Drive. We believe the danger is not to be underestimated. Such maximum timing of traffic signals have been installed at a number of hazardous Queens Boulevard locations, and this proposal is therefore with foresight and not unreasonable. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be heard. On behalf of the Briarwood community, I fail to identify myself as the president of the Briarwood Community Association. I'm also vice chairman of the local community board and an officer of the Queens Civic Congress. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for coming tonight. Our next speaker is Aida Vernon.
Thank you.
There
I'm
we
a
go.
resident of the Briarwood community. I live in close proximity to the north side entrance of the subway, the one which is currently under construction. I think my comment, first and foremost, is directed to what I believe to be a lack of sufficient information about the scope and progress of the project. We did receive some information right around the time the construction started, and I would like to see more up-to-date information, timely information. I've gone to the MTA website, the DOT website, and I find that it's not particularly user-friendly, and we don't have a lot of information. Furthermore, I think our community is, that subway station is heavily utilized. It's really the only option we have in terms of subway access in the immediate area, because Union Turnpike, which is the next stop west for anyone heading into Manhattan, is close to a half mile away. I'm not exactly fully informed as to what the ultimate outcome is. My understanding is that the north side entrance will be restored. There will be an elevator. The south side will be, my understanding is, closed. And I think that most of the usage is on the north side, so I'm here just to say, please restore that north side and make sure there's enough width and access, because it is very busy. You shouldn't be fooled by the fact that the attendance here is low. This is actually an interest as far an issue, as far as I'm concerned, of great community interest. And I would just ask for more timely, up-to-date disclosure on the progress and ultimately what the benefit is expected to be to the Briarwood community. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We have, excuse me, David, do you want to just raise your hand in the back there? David Hass is the expert on the station reconstruction, if you did want to talk to him or if anyone wanted more information. And if you leave both of you, I guess Seymour already did, but Ms. Vernon, if you leave your information, contact information, I'll make sure that I forward it to State DOT, who's the manager of the project, and they can potentially follow up with you. Is anybody else here registered or like to speak? Okay, we'll just recess until someone else wants to speak. Registration is open until 9 o'clock. So if you do want to speak, please register. So we'll be in recess for a few minutes then. Do you have to turn it back on, I guess, the TVs? Or okay. So it's now 9 o'clock. Registration is about to close. If anyone would like to register to speak. Hearing none, this hearing is officially closed. Thank you very much.